Dricus du Plessis is ready to defend his UFC middleweight title against Israel Adesanya. This highly anticipated matchup has been a long time coming, with both fighters calling each other out since winning their respective belts. I've agreed to the fight 100%, du Plessis said about the potential matchup with Adesanya.
I've agreed to everything. I'm ready. I want to do it. That's the fight I want. Now I called him out after winning the belt, and that's the fight the fans want to see. I mean, and at the end of the day, that's the fight I want to have. That's the guy I want to fight. And for me, let's just announce this thing. I don't know what's the holdup. I want it to be announced. I want it to go. If that's it, I don't know. I've said yes, 100%. I don't know from his side. I don't know what the story is. I don't know what the holdup is. Maybe the UFC is waiting for something. I'm not sure. At the end of the day, I've agreed to it. If they had to phone me today and say we're doing the Sean Strickland second fight, I'll be great. Let's do it. If they say no, we're gonna wait and do the Hamzat fight, great. At the end of the day, people.
Yeah, man. We've just heard DDP talk there. Terrence, I want to come to you first. In terms of where the fight, because one thing I'm gutted about is they're making this fight. Dricus has already said yes to this fight. I'm actually gutted it's not happening in Africa, and they're making UFC Africa out of it. And just thinking about the exposure that it would have given you guys, especially on the path that you're on now, something like a UFC Africa with Easy and DDP happening, I think it would have been good for all the South African fighters like yourself.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have a UFC Africa, but yeah, I just want to see that fight happen. I just want to see Easy versus Dricus. That's all I want to see. I don't want to see DDP fight Hamzat. I don't want to see him fight Whitaker. I don't want to see him fight Strickland. I want him to fight Easy, and that fight should happen. And they should get it out there and just make it happen. Yeah, DDP said he agreed. Easy feel like he agreed as well. So just announce it and let's make it happen.
Yeah, man. A lot of fans are hungry for that fight, and Mike Dane, you said rightfully earlier on, like we've covered a bit about this topic, but I want to get your perspective from DDP's side, and even Chael Sonnen did drop a little something on DDP, say, hey, listen, when you mess the UFC about, this is the kind of shit that happens to you, which we saw again with a Aljamain Sterling situation.
So what you're asking me?
So I'm asking
what's
you.
The holdup?
What's
the holdup? I think they're trying to pull that fucking card together before they announce it. We know it's going to be August. We know it's going to be in Australia. Let's just fucking drop it and get on with this shit. You know what I mean? They seem to just be trying to pull names together so they can go, we got a co-main event in this. Dana White fucking is going to do it. You know what I mean?
You don't think it pulls enough like on its own, just announcing that as the main event?
100%. But they've made this big promise to Australia and give them all these cards that he probably just what is he going to do? One fucking video just announcing one fight now? He likes the same as what he done with the Manchester card as well. He likes to announce 2 or 3 fights. You know what I mean? What's up, everybody? We got blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to have a heart attack before I fucking pass out.
That's a good Dana White impression right there.
It was pretty good, wasn't it? It wasn't too bad. No man alive. So, yeah, I don't know what the holdup is. We know it's August. We know it's fucking Australia. Just drop it already.
Yeah, announce it already, man. Yo, I mean, this is one fight. If I was to pick, obviously you man already know naturally where man's gonna pick, but it's one I really don't know how it's gonna go. And the only reason I say that is how much of an awkward fighter DDP is. And it's not just awkward, it's a strong fucking awkward fucking fighter, you know what I mean? And he's calm in the chaos when you see the way DDP fights. And the one thing that we've seen with Strickland and with DDP, right? The way they fight, they obliterate your space. Your space management is going to be a non-existent thing. You know what I mean? They just in your face all the time, walking you back. And he does like to fight back, like walking backwards. But that's also his style because he lures them into to get shot off. But in your opinion, I mean, does this fight, obviously when it does happen, how do you really feel like it goes, like the inner works of it, if you like?
I think if, and just to answer that question, I think I definitely want to see Strickland versus DDP versus Strickland, not versus Chimaev if there's an option, because I think, like we said earlier, Chimaev, what has he done? Strickland definitely deserved that rematch. So how do I see that by going? I think Izzy wins by counter strike only, and maybe in the first round. After that, definitely DDP because of that space issue. Once they've sized each other up, I think that's where DDP might have the advantage with a little bit of the wrestling, the takedowns probably. Izzy's defense will be good, but I think the longer the fight goes, the more it favors DDP, especially from the second round, because second round he always seems to be very strong. Third round could go either way, and then fourth, fifth, the gas tank that we never think is there is always there. So
It's
that's why I
always
think
there.
it favors DDP.
Especially a DDP with a new
It's
nose.
always there
Yeah, he's got a straight nose now.
with the new nose, exactly.
Won't be
So
fucked.
that's how I'm feeling. It's a 50-50, definitely. But yeah,
Leroy, do you have
DDP.
something on this, Leroy?
So, am I hated? I hated for this. I don't think that he should do the rematch with Strickland at all.
I just
I
hate
think
you in general, bro. So don't worry about it.
I think Strickland needs a win to get back up there.
Well,
yeah,
Strickland has said that he's waiting for that title fight now. So obviously,
he just had a win.
So he's going. I'm sitting and chilling now.
Yeah, you
I'm
got
not
to
fighting again until I get this title fight. So I'm beating Costa. Then
Being
who else
Costa
is gonna
for the champion before, I think that.
Are they gonna wait and fucking?
where's Costa ranked? Because he's kind of.
It's not about where he's ranked though. In Costa fought for the title,
bro.
He did fight for the title.
Yeah, I get that. Look,
what?
at the end of the day, it just means that Strickland might be sitting out for a while, which isn't a bad thing. He will probably get a call up to fight for a title at one stage by doing so, and he also gets the added perk of, if he does it right, he actually gets to let his body recover while still training and maintaining his his program or whatnot. But I think DDP versus Izzy. I mean, that's the fight all the fans want.
Unless they make Strickland fight the winner of Hamzat and Whitaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fight that
Maybe they'll see. Maybe they'll see how.
You say the winner of that fight like it isn't already Whitaker.
Well, if we take DDP and but we take DDP and Izzy, the winner of that, well then, and then you take the winner of Hamzat and Whitaker, putting them against Strickland. If Strickland beats them, then we'll have Izzy versus Strickland again.
Versus,
It
makes sense. Again. It makes sense. It makes sense. That's some good matchmaking right there. Big up to everybody that's watching right now, man. Salute to all of you. 115 people watching across the board. Please jump over to YouTube as we are about to speak to Triple B about his performance.
Touch on this comment before we bounce on. Sorry, but go on.
Yeah. We're going to talk to Triple B about his performance at AFC 114, what it feels like headlining a card. And my man's a superstar now, you know what I mean? He's heading that way anyways. The trajectory definitely shows us that he's headline cards after cards. But Magdane, you said you wanted to address something first before we get into that.
Imagine Tro's talking about what the card's going to look like here. So Izzy versus DDP, Pereira versus Jiri 2, Kai Kara France versus Cap, Hooker versus Moicano. Every single one of them, yes. I
like it.
From the Kai Kara France versus Cap, because he's fighting Makayev in July in Manchester. So that one definitely won't be happening. Pereira versus
Jiri resigned for PFL. I swear down.
The man was.
No, he's the Octagon.
No, he's not signed with him. He was Octagon at the weekend. They asked him, "Who you fighting?" He said, "I've got one signed, and he's ready for fucking rocking and rolling." So,
right.
They should put Kai Kara France against Akan. Just any Akan. Doesn't matter. Just get him on the card.
All right, where the fuck has Kai Kara France been? Like he's been Lonzo for a while. But Hooker versus Money Moicano. You know what I mean? I cannot lose, bro. Like, mate, that would be an absolute banger. That'd be that'd be
a good fight.
We need some Hooker fight news.
I can't afford to lose.
100%. We love the hangman round here. Right. Triple B. I'm going to open the floor to you. I mean, like I said, headlining the card, EFC 114. You're one of the, superstars on the roster at EFC. I spoke to Blammy Shadrach yesterday with Yao over here on Head Kick Podcast. If you guys haven't seen it, go and check out the recap show that we done on EFC 114 on the Kick Him in the Head podcast. Go check out their page. We spoke to
Kick him
Blammy
in the
yesterday,
head.
and he spoke glowingly about you, about your performance, and even Eagle Smiley Cabeza, who's a goat at EFC level, was saying some fantastic things about you, and even predicted how you was going to finish the fight while it was going on live. But in terms of your preparation, walking in from when we spoke the last time with with the headbutt from the guy, I called you on the morning of the fight. And I said, make sure you make him pay in full. I remember speaking to you. I said to you, make sure that brother pays in full. And you went and did that. Bro, the floor's open to you.
I also want you to answer this one in the middle of that. How the hell did you stay so cool, bro? See, when that dude stuck the nut in, you were just like, yeah, whatever. But go on, the floor is yours.
Yeah. So, first of all, shout out to Shedrick, man. Shedrick is a nice guy. Um, Shout out to Iga as well, Smiley, Goat. No, he's no real recognized real. These guys, they see me putting the work. They see me going out there taking this risk, being hungry and just being goal driven and just want to fight the best guys and the most dangerous guys they can get me. So I'm super blessed for that recognition from them. And yeah, man, the fight happened. I was just chilled. I was just calm. I knew deep down, I had that silent confidence going into this one. This whole time for the 3 weeks. It was 3 week camp, so I had the silent confidence. People was going mad like, "Oh, Terrence is not confident." It's almost like I have to show my confidence to everyone now, which I did in the past, and I had to prove it to myself now. I was like, okay, I'm gonna prove to myself that I can go out there and fight the best guys, whether it's from South Africa or overseas, and I can beat them. And yeah, I just went out there, stayed calm, believed in myself, believed in my team, and adapted. 4 days notice, he came down. I had to change everything, but I just had to adapt in the fight to his style, and I knew he was gonna shoot. Because guys know as soon as they fight me, they become restless. But like Poirier said, don't be silly, jump the gilly, and we got that neck.
Look, I'm gonna ask you one more question, then I'll turn it over to the panel if they got something for you. But we did an interview just before the fight, and you said something which stuck with me. The last 7 months you've been in a dark place, and it's been really really tough for you. What's it like having the support and the network of people that you have around you to pull you out of these dark spaces in a build up to a fight, and the fight falling through and something else is coming up? What's that like for you?
It shows me that people I have around me is real. They're not just there when I win fights or when everything's going well. They're there when I'm at my lowest, and they will always guide me. And like I said, this last 7 months, after winning that interim at bantamweight, it's been a crazy one. It was nice getting humbled a little bit. It's almost like showing me that I wasn't ready to be that superstar that I'm gonna be. I'm a blow up
Mm.
and be, and yeah, I got the opportunity now, June 6th, and I became that superstar. So I'm slowly getting there. And it's just amazing, man. Shout out to my team, shout out to my coach Aiden. Even when I do interviews, he's here with me. Even if I,
Yeah.
even if I you need to go train, he's always there. The dude's a legend, man. I appreciate him. I appreciate my team, my circle I have around me. That matters for me right now. My family, my team, my small circle. I'm just I don't care about the outside noise anymore. I'm more focusing on the internal dialogue. um, so yeah, I'm blessed. All to be honest, I'm blessed, guys. I'm blessed.
Yeah, man. That's great to hear, man. That's great to hear. Magdalene, let me come to you if you have something for the champ.
Boom. Right. So again, like I said a second ago, mate, when at the weigh-ins and you squared off with the dude, and he leans forward and he fires in that head, but what stopped you from just swinging for that man there and then on the spot?
It's just like I said. When I went into this one, I told everyone I'm at the state of Zen. I'm calm. I'm at peace. Cold, composed. It was just my presence was too much for the guy, and I could feel it, and I know he felt it as well. And that's when he reacted, and I was like, okay, he's acting out a character. Because when I saw him from a mile away, he looked like a nice guy, and he is a nice guy, very soft-spoken guy, good energy. But it's just he felt my energy, he felt my presence, and I was just like, okay, cool. There's no need to go crazy and swing at him. Just gotta tell him you're going to sleep tomorrow night, bro. And yeah, that's it.
Sweet, right? Keep your business for the cage. I like it. So obviously the lineup that you're wanting is Zulu. So since the fight, has there been any talks? Obviously, yeah, I mean, interim champ of 2 weight divisions now. Yeah, like surely you were talking a second ago about being this superstar. Surely they are looking at the money that could be made, the business move that's ahead of us, and the fight of the fucking year that could be 2 belts, 1 championship fight with 2 of the baddest brothers in the division. You know what I mean? Any talks of that happening right now, or are you still just post-fight chilling at the moment?
Like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, I don't care. My goal is UFC, and that's it. You know, I'm tired of of almost like begging this guy to fight. No, I even slid in his DMs, like even 4 weeks before I fought, just to ask him like, is he gonna be ready for June 6th? No, he had this thing he said. He said he said whatever was on his mind, and I was like, okay, cool. Next, Tumelo, I slide in his DMs as well, asking him if he's down. Talk with Graham. He pulls out. Then we got literally done. He stepped up. That dude is a warrior. No, I gotta give respect to him. Taking a short notice fight, 4 days notice from Belgium, coming all the way to South Africa, legend. Now all those other guys in the division that says, "Oh, I want to fight Terrence. I want to fight Terrence. Terrence is an easy fight." The fight got offered all of them, and they all said no. So it shows me that they not about that life. And yeah.
Nice to see you got some mutual respect with that one, because obviously we've spoke about it in the past as well, where I've talked about like you taking the short notice fight, and we've spoke about the opportunities when they're given to you. I mean, just for that brother there, the opportunity was given to him to go for a title fight, and he actually grabbed it and he took it, unlike some of the other people that were in the same shoes for him there. So now hats off for that one. And obviously post fight, you walk out of the cage with a lot of respect for each other, as bad as the blood or whatever else it can be before you get in there.
Yeah. Like there was no bad blood. To be honest, I wasn't even angry with him doing the headbutt thing. I was just like chilled. I was like, okay, cool. I know what I got to do tomorrow night. The pressure was on me. To be honest, I don't know if I told who. I told most of the guys the pressure's on me. He's coming up down 4 days notice. He's chilling. He's cruising. The pressure's on me because I'm putting everything on the line now. I could have said no to Graham, but I was like, nah, fuck that shit. Sorry, I'm swearing. I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this one. I haven't fought in 7 months. Now I went through what I need to went through to get to this position. I'm gonna take this fight whether win or lose. Even when he got the armbar, in my mind it was he can take this arm. I'm getting out of this armbar. He can break it. I'm gonna still fight. I'm gonna make sure I get my hand raised by the end of the night.
So long as Herzog wasn't reffing, huh?
Yeah, as long as Herzog wasn't rapping. And one more for me, mate, just before obviously I pass you on, before I steal all the questions from these guys. But again, mate, massive respect for going in there and getting that done, bro. I mean, we've always got your back. We're always behind you 100% here on the show. You know that yourself already. So you mentioned a second ago, and you've mentioned it before in the past, the ultimate goal is getting to the UFC. Yeah, I mean that is where you want to be. You want to be in the biggest stage of the biggest lights, and you want to do what you can for your career. Any talks of anything? Coach Hayden pushing any buttons? Is he sliding in anybody's DMs? Are you looking at Dana White's Contender Series or anything in the future? What does 2024 hold for the big balls Bolello?
No, we busy. We busy. We busy. You know, we busy talking with some people. You know, Coach Aiden is always busy. You know, the people don't see the work he puts in, man. You know, he's a coach slash manager on the side. You know, he's doing his thing. He helps out a lot of kids out there as well. So, but we got some big opportunities, like even before this fights, from other organizations. We never mentioned it to no one. We just kept it quiet and just kept the relationship nice with EFC, you know, because we want to do it the right way. But yeah, you can expect us getting that UFC call. If not this year, we never know. We never know. We never know.
Can't wait to fucking see it. You know what I mean? Anyway, big respect, brother. All love, mate. You know that.
Terrence,
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
did you? Oh no, I got one for you, Terrence. Did you expect Romani to come out so aggressive? Because he must have known that you're a sharpshooter.
No, the thing is, it's the moment. It's I always say, you got to be comfortable under those bright lights. You know, he made it. He made it a big thing for himself when he said, "This is the biggest fight of my career," and I was like, those words. You know, that you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Where I already put the pressure on me and taking all the pressure away from me, man, and then automatically he put it on himself again. I was like, okay, cool. If you're gonna say all that stuff, now you gotta come out here and beat me. And I just feel like the pressure was too much. You know, the lights, the fans were going crazy, and when I cracked him with that left hand, and I was like, and he felt my power, and he knew that now he's got to shoot, he's got to go for the legs and try and get me down again. But I had to show these people that says I don't got jujitsu, that I got wrestling, guys. You know, I don't need jujitsu.
He did leave his ear high up on that hip though for you to slide your hand underneath nice and tight. And the way that you got that leverage lifted your elbow, you just cranked it. It was beautiful.
I was going for it. I was like, it's either now or never.
Yeah.
It's either now or never. I'm taking it all. And when he tapped, I just went crazy. I was like, like just like this, you know. Now you stress yourself so I'm for 3 weeks, you know, fighting with yourself mentally, and fights over just like that.
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yao, you got something for the champ?
Champ. One and only Black Panther. Look, your fight was absolutely amazing. That armbar, like you said, was so tight. It was so tight, and you just flipped. It was fucking amazing. Excuse the language. But did you know that you beat a cop? That Liridon is actually a police officer in Belgium. How does that feel? You
I didn't know. Listen. There was a guy sending a message from I don't know, account that on Instagram saying that, oh, thank you for beating this racist cop, and I was like, damn,
what?
I didn't even know he's a cop, and this person told me like he's a racist cop. Thanks for beating him. I was like, okay, I didn't know the man is a cop.
You definitely made somebody's day out there, man.
Terrence, you're getting arrested if you ever land in Belgium, mate. You're gonna get off the plane.
Yeah, I'm not going to Belgium now. I'm not going to Belgium now. Sorry. But he's a nice guy. I spoke with him. He's a very, I actually felt bad for him, to be honest. I even told the team, like, just seeing him eating breakfast all alone, I was like, damn. No, I gotta take this away from
nice guys after they get finished, bro. Like there's you know what I mean. Usually guys are nice guys after they get finished. You know what I mean. You see a lot of nice guys, but it happens.
Yeah.
I've seen it a lot. I've seen it a lot. Did you know? I don't know whether you knew this, but it said it on the commentary board. You're the first one to finish him. He's never been finished.
I need the award for that. They gotta give me something for that. They gotta give me something for that.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, man, I knew a win over him is gonna elevate me. It's gonna boost my confidence more. And even now in the position I'm in right now, a lot of things can happen. But I'm staying calm with it all, because I know, like, when guys get a big win like this, they tend to get to the head, and they go overconfident, and they overdo everything. I'm just calm with it. I'm wary. or what can happen still being in this position. So I'm chilled with it. I'm easy. I'm just blessed. I'm grateful. I got a job done against a top dude like Ramani, and yeah.
You got the right
Yeah.
level of confidence. Not too much, but you got enough to carry you through. It's hard not to be a fan of yours. It really is.
I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it so much.
Yo, you got one more. You got one more for the champ before we wrap it up.
Yes, yes. So we obviously know that you want King Shaka. How do you think that fight's gonna go? Because Team CIT, we know what they do. We've seen what they've been doing. He's the double champ. And what do you think it'll do for your career beating the double champ?
Everyone is always hitting me with a question like, Zulu's with Team CIT, he's with DDP, he's with Simon, he's with this guy, he's with that guy. At the end of the day, it's me and him in a cage. Both our teams are going to be on the other side of the cage. It's me and him locked in there, and we're going to scrap it out. And whether it happens this year or not, but we're going to go in there face each other. Like, he's a legend. He's OG. That's why I want this fight. Most guys don't want to fight Zulu, and you even heard him say it. No one want to fight me because they're scared they're going to go to the hospital or whatever. But I don't care if I have to go to the hospital. I'm taking him with me to the hospital. We both
It's
gonna
a
be
good
in the
matchup.
hospital beds. If we have to. No, he's gonna bust me up. I'm gonna bust him up. I think it's time to show these people that to prove to myself that I can beat Zulu and show these naysayers that you can get it done. If you can do something they can't, that they tell you can't do, then it's all good. So that's, yeah. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. Let's make money.
100%. I like that. I like that. I like the mindset right there. And how soon would you ideally want to fight again? Because you literally took no damage in this fight, really. If we're looking at it, how soon would you like to, all things being nice, everything goes well. How soon would you like to be in the cage again?
I wanted to fight next on the next card next month, but obviously I can't now because of the position. I mean, it's like the more high you climb in your division or in the business right now, especially in the EFC, winning the belts and having the star power, it's difficult to get fights now. I can't just fight anyone now. I gotta take fights that make sense. Either gonna fly out another guy for me from overseas that makes sense. When is Zulu gonna be able to fight? October is like 4 months, 3 months away. So it's a lot of things. Faiz is there still, so he's got to pick me or Faiz. Who's he gonna fight?
Mm.
So yeah, the ball is in their court. I'm here getting better, improving, staying sharp, focused, and yeah, I'm just doing my thing.
Yeah, staying
100%.
focused. That's the key.
100%, man. We're gonna keep supporting you on the show. We're gonna keep, showing love as we always do. Whenever whenever you're getting ready for fights, whether you're fighting or not, we stay in regular contact, and we love where your career is headed right now. And uh, more power to your team. I got to big up your team on this. Not even you no more. I'm talking about your team right here, man. Big up to those guys. I talk to those guys backstage a lot of the times when me and you speak, and yeah, they do incredible work, man. So salute to your team. People, big up to everybody that stayed with us right now. Salute to all of you. Make sure you are hitting the like button. Make sure you're engaging in the chat. Salute to everybody that are sitting in the chat. Aussie, Fight, Fan, big up yourself. Trailer, VFX, salute to you. Giddy Skiddy, big up yourself. Everybody that stayed with us, salute to all of you, man. Make sure you're subscribing to the Fight Week Show, the Rambling That podcast, the Head Kick podcast. Go and check them out. And Triple B, the champ, Terrence, the Black Panther Palelo. Make sure you go and check him out on his socials. Make sure you're following him. And SNL's MMA as well, man. Make sure you check him out as well. He does put some crazy reels out there from time to time, and his story is crazy. So make sure you are following him. We are going to close up the show now. Big up to everyone. Let me come to McDane, what do you got coming up?
First of all, I just want to give a little shout out to Osterberries, who normally joins us tonight. He wasn't able to because he was working, but he has messaged me and said that he's going to go and watch the
Quit your job, Buster Berries.
Yeah, fuck your job, Osterberries, bro. Just get back onto this place. Yeah, so he's going to watch it after the fact once he gets home tonight. So once you're watching through this, brother, big shout out to yourself. Cheers for tuning in. For me, mate, I am looking at starting to line up some more interviews. I haven't had any for the last few weeks. I had like 6 months of doing interviews there, so I kind of just took a little back burner for a few weeks. Obviously, as some of you guys know, not everybody knows it. Well, probably most people that are watching on Twitter know it too because I put it on there. But obviously, my missus is having another baby due in November. And what you guys don't know, as we found out yesterday, that it's going to be another girl. So, so I'm outnumbered now, boys. I'm outnumbered. So,
Congrats, man.
Have two little girls ruling the roost and bossing me about for the rest of my days. So that's how that's going. So quite happy, quite looking forward to it. And yeah, going to be getting some interviews nailed down. I'm going to look at, obviously that's November, so I need to get some more media stuff done before then. So I'm going to be looking at Glasgow for PFL and Cage Warriors. So if I can get out and do some media work for those guys, then that would be awesome. And you can catch me at Manchester UFC 304 next month, live, in person, watching the fights. Come say yo, get a picture.
Yeah. McDane, I'm going to have to actually start listening to you, mate, because you ain't going to get listened to at home.
I know, mate, I know.
Yeah.
So my next door neighbor, just before we move on, my next door neighbor was like, because he's got a little girl too. He was like, "When are we going to start getting some backup in these parts, bro?" I was like, "Mate, I've just learned to adapt and blend in." And when I say adapt and blend in, I mean shut up and do as I'm told.
Yeah, man. Well, it's a good tactic to hold, man. You know what I mean? Shut up and do as you're told, man.
Buy a t-shirt that matches the wallpaper.
Serious. Yeah. What do you got coming up on Head Kick podcast? Kick him in the head, brother.
Kick him in the head. We're as always looking at all things EFC, specifically MMA, South Africa. But the one thing we have running right now is a giveaway. We are giving away a towel signed by, well, as the man you can see sitting right there, the Black Panther, Terence Balelo, after his win at EFC 114, signed towel. Simbarashe Hilkonya, we have Peace Excommunicado, and Inkosi, the future in the belly on this towel.
Oh, this is
and
brilliant.
So we're going to be doing a giveaway on social media with regards to this towel, and then just running all the content from EFC 114, which was absolutely scintillating. It was a fantastic event. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing. Going to be doing a few more interviews. We have a spicy one coming with Conrad Siabi, who's telling us about the fact that certain gyms are hoarding titles, but we'll get into that once we've obviously got his interview out. But yeah, we've got lots going on.
Interesting.
Just one more time. How do we enter the competition?
You technically are half entered, so you have to be following us. You must tag three accounts, and then I can't remember the third one, but it's on our page. And then you're entered.
Link in the description.
Yes, motherfucker needs that soap. I'll tell you that.
Can I enter as well? Can I enter as well?
Yes, you can.
Of course you can.
Yes, you can.
Sign all your own towels.
Serious, man. Boy, the champ wants to enter into this competition as well. Everybody.
If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget we do our Dust Off Shakedown every Wednesday, 9 p.m. UK time. Don't miss it.